Right. Is it on now? It should be on YouTube as well. It should be. I've pressed go live. I didn't know why it wasn't working at first, but yeah, it's on. It's on. YouTube is on as well. So listen, guys, got a little bit of a.
It's on. It's on. YouTube is on.
What you doing on there? Got a little bit of I've got a little bit of an agenda this week that I'm going to talk about. And for the first 15 now, we're just going to have a little chat. So what have you all been up to? What have you been up to this week so far? What you got planned for the rest of the week? Let me know. Drop me a comment. Tell me what you're up to. I'm interested to know. And then at 7:15, I'm going to get into some... I'm going to get into something that has been happening the last couple of days again, and it's about trolling. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that. I'm going to expose a troll today. That's what I'm going to do. And then from there, I'm going to tell you a bit about what I'm doing next month, what I've got coming up. I've got a load of corksol coming up. Got a load of jobs next month to do that. And obviously talk about a bit of materials and how I'm going to do it, what I'm going to use. Talk a little bit about the machine, some bits and bats that I've done and got. So I'm going to talk about that. And then at 10 to 8, I'm going to reveal the winner of the prize, who won the prize, who'll give me the best name. So I'm going to release that and tell them, what they've won. And then hopefully I'm going to sort out getting that to them. And then at 8 o'clock, you can ask me anything you want, any advice, anything like that, and I'll answer anyway. So that's how it's generally going to go. So, yeah, man, just waiting for some more people to get in from. Introduction. And Lats24's asked me on YouTube, he's asked me, where did you get the Optimix from? And the Optimix is from the Predator range from Direct Building. So I'm an ambassador for them now, which means that basically I do a lot with the machines as far as trialing them out, using them, helping people use them, and giving them feedback and helping them improve, the training and stuff like that for the machines. So that's where you get it from, Direct Building Products, and it's there in the Predator range, the Optimix. So that's where you get it from. But yeah, it's a top machine, mate. I've had a couple of people have already got them through me, and the buzzing, absolutely buzzing. So yeah, man, it's probably going to do a video on that, an updated video on the guys who've got the machines, and also me talking about it as well, because I have had like I say, some great feedback, so I can't wait. Vinny, what's this? Just bonded and skimmed the kitchen, nightmare, but all done by Freeze. Happy days. Yes, Robert, that's good going, matey. That I'm all good, matey. I absolutely hated bonding. I used some bonding the other day, and I absolutely hated it, mate. Well, yesterday I used it, and it was hard, mate. We're minging. But yeah, rendering in the rain is good fun, ain't it? James, the rain and rendering go together like chalk and cheese, don't they? It's a nightmare, especially when you've just got a wall on, right, and then it pisses it down and starts washing it off. That's what generally likes to happen, doesn't it? Mother Nature, she's got a thing about timing, and that's what she does. Yeah, you're right, mate. It's fun. Vinny Houston, do these machines mix in the chamber? As I seen someone putting base coat in already mixed, so that might have been me. You seen putting it in ready mixed. The Optimix does not mix it for you. It's a conveying pump. So the Optimix just basically pumps material to where you want it, which is it's a good thing because it's easy to set up, easy to take apart and clean, and it's light, and it's nowhere near as expensive as the other machines. So yeah, it's a good machine, but yeah, you have to mix it up and put it in. Plus side to that is you get it to what consistency you want it at. So that's a good thing, yeah. What do I think about VPI? I think it's decent gear, mate. Nothing wrong with it. Have you ever heard of Easy Set? Sorry, Charlie, I haven't, mate. Plastering or someone's asked me plastering or electrics. Weird question, innit? Obviously, I'm a plasterer, so I'm going to say plastering. But yeah, What's this here? All right, Joel, I've been tiling a wall with massive 600s by 1500 meter tiles, waiting for the weather to break so I can get outside and try my new M200. That's from Jeff Lewis. Yeah, so you do a bit of tiling as well, yeah? That's good going, man. That's good going. They sound like some big ass tiles, though, to be fair. But yeah, when it comes to M200, good machine, mate. First time using it, have some patience, and like I say, have some patience, and you'll be all right, man. Get used to it, get it going, you'll be used to it. So good for you, mate, getting on that. JJ, we use VPI. Love the base coat, lovely to spread. Yeah, it's nice, man. It's nice. I bet you're on about Monocle, aren't you? Monocle GR, it might be. I think that's a good base coat they do. I don't really like the high polymer one they've got, but I like the Monocle. It's one of the best base coats I've hand applied and sprayed, to be fair. It's nice gear. Robert Pugh, 160 meter square coming up, never used. Spray also over white paint, which seems okay, not flaking. Yeah, cool. So I would use I'd do some sort of pull test on that anyway. It's a big area that, mate, to be topping. But yeah, nice, man. Good old job that, pal. Revive finishes, you've asked me a quick one there. I'll give you that, mate. It's hi, mate, quick one. If you spray fin coat, top coat, can you still rub it up? Of course you can. Of course you can. Some people actually do that. They just spray it to get it on wall and then they rub it up anyway. I've done it before. I know that Mr. Smooth does it as well, and I know a few other people do it as well. So yeah, it's you can do it, matey. But the whole point of having a sprayer is that it gets it on quicker for you, and that's what I do. So yeah, man. There's a user, I can't say all the numbers, but you've been mesh coating today, and now you're sat there waiting for it to sponge up. Nightmare. What you want to be doing there, pal, is dubbing it out to whatever thickness you need, putting your mesh on the surface, and then from there, I just go back and skim it. It'll take you nowhere near as much time to top coat it and skim it. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I don't know why. Best way to get your name in front of a client you want to work for? We got a lot of questions tonight. I hear about painting render only on painted surfaces. Yeah, you can pin it. You can pin it. That's one of the specs that you're meant to do when you're going on to painted surfaces. Anyway, you're meant to put a tight layer on, mesh it, pin it, and then you're meant to do another one wet on wet. So it's all like one unit that sticks together. But yeah. What's the best mixed render scratch coat and top coat? Sand and cement had problems with hairline cracks. Sand and cement's old school. Matthew Gentry. I don't know how you pronounce it, but listen, mate, sand and cement is old school. If you're getting plenty of hairline cracks in it, might be something wrong with the mix or the suction. You need to kill the suction more. But yeah, man, it's one of them. I wouldn't even touch it anymore because there's so many other renders out there now that are bagged. They've got everything in already. It's just there's no point even having sand and cement. I don't get it. Don't get it. So yeah, I won't do it. It's not good for houses as well. Mate, Hampton Dean, I can talk about that, pal, but I'm gonna have to wait till later on because I have got some stuff to address on here. But I can talk about that later on. No problem. Any tips on using paint with an activator added after 12 hours? What do you mean paint? Do you mean the top coat? Any tips on using top coat with an activator added? Yeah, so listen, if you are going to put an activator in your top coat, you know that tub's done. So once you've mixed up that tub with the activator, you know, whatever working time you've got, it's going to start setting regardless. So you need to really use it up. Yeah, you need to use it up. If it's going past 12 hours, mate, it's done. That tub's done. You can't mix it back up. So, yeah. Right, I got one here. What's the best base coat for fin coat? For me, it's X32 for me, coat rend, followed by Star Contact from Baumit. Them two are the best base coats I use, and they're really good. And a third one would probably be, God, I don't even know. Fassa do a nice one. KO has a good one. But yeah, mainly that, mate. That's what I'd say. Eco Rend X32 and also the Star Contact. Go for Star Contact White as well. It's creamier and fluffier. It's a little bit better. Mazec Ronaka. That's some name, that boy. X32, Charlie, you've only used it once or twice. What did you think? What did you think to it? Because once I used it once or twice, I just kept going back to it. So yeah, it's good gear, man. I really like it. And Vinny, my man, have you ever used iPhone Space Coat from Johnston's? I have used it, you know. I have used it because I was on a job in York, and the only place I could actually get some render was from Johnstone's, and I was running short. I needed it, so literally I went down there, got it, and you know what, mate? It was nice. It was nice. I'll tell you what. It set rock hard, man. It set rock hard. It was crazy how hard it set. But yeah, it was good, man. It was good. Really good stuff. Sticky. It's good. It's sticky. It wasn't bad. Nice laying on, but used it working with an old firm. Yeah, man. It's good gear. It is good, mate. It is good. Someone's asked for some work. Our fan asked for some work. Have you even subscribed to my YouTube channel? You can't be asking for jobs, mate, if you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel. I'm not even entertaining that. But yeah, nah, I ain't got no jobs still. Right, check this out. Hey, Joel, would Optimix be suitable for base coat 30/40 meter walls? Also, what are service intervals for the machine? Will be a long travel for me. Jamie Fowler, that's a good question, man. Right, so it depends what systems you are doing. I think if you were doing a 30/40 meter wall every day, you'd want to get a bigger machine. You want to get someone that's going to mix for you, because that's, you know, it's 30 to 40 bags a day. That's what you're putting through it, or a mix. That's what you're putting through it. Now, it's up to you how you work your systems. I don't know, but the reality is this: yeah, if you are going to be doing that all the time, get a Sprinter or a Predator Light or something like that. Or even if you're doing it all the time and you want to push it from 30/40 to maybe 50/60 and you want to be a bit quicker, you could go with a classic, you know, a 3-phase machine, something like that. That's my advice to you anyway, if that's the way you're going, if you're doing it every day. But let's be honest, today what did I do today? I think it must have been just shy of 20 meters through it. And it took us, 45 minutes, an hour, mix it up and pour it in, and I just blasted it on. So yeah, it's not bad. And it's light, it's easy. My labourer can set it up and take it away by himself. It's beauty. It just leaves me to crack on with what I need to do. And yeah, that was it. We're good. So yeah, good. But if you're doing them every day, mate, I'm not going to say to you, yeah, get an Optimix if you're doing 30-40 meters a day. No, I wouldn't say that. I'd go with something a bit bigger, something that mixes for you. So yeah, that's it. What is this? What's the best trowel in my opinion? The best trowel? God, there's so many, isn't there? I'll tell you the truth, right? Honest opinion, and I'm going to get into talking about this troll that I encountered today. I want to get this out of the way because it's bullshit, but I'd rather get that done and out of the way. So I'll talk about it in a sec. But the best trowel for me, right, is skimming wise, is the 13-inch Marshalltown Permaflex. That's or Permashape, sorry, not Permaflex, Permashape. That is the best skimming trowel for me. 13-inch Marshalltown one. It's it's the best one. But when it comes to rendering, you want something a bit bigger. You at least want a 14-inch trowel. But generally, I don't really apply render with a trowel, but you want something strong, flat, and stable. And I really like my Neela Premium. I think that's a good machine. A good trowel, sorry. The Neela Premium, I think that's great. So, yeah. But fan, yeah, you're right, mate. It is about the man on the trowel. But, you know, it's also, I'm a buff for tools and that, and it's good. It's good. It's a good trowel. So, yeah. Marshalltown 13-inch because I like the short blade on it with the big spine. You can get a lot of power when you're laying down and stuff like that. So it's mint, you know what I mean? But then when it comes to rendering something a bit bigger, 14, 16-inch Neela Premium, very rigid. What you on about? Hi mate, I'm located in London and would like to know an average budget for a 3-bed house. I can't answer that. There's so many different variables in that, mate. It's not really a question. You know, you're saying reskim, but is it a reskim? Is it going to be PVA? Is it going to be gritted? How much big are the walls? How, you know, what height are the ceilings? How many angles have I got? You know, what's it like to get there? The parking. There's so many different variables that come into it. I couldn't ever give you an estimate. If you can get 7 to 9 grand for a 3-bed semi in Leeds, that'd be good money in Leeds. So if that helps you, that'll help you, mate. What's this called? Is the Optimix basically the same as the Ease 24 or Euromair equivalent? Yeah, it's the same. It's the same machine. Obviously, it's totally different, but it is the same machine. Yeah, it is the same machine, but it's a totally different setup and layout. The only reason why the Optimix is better than the Easy 24, and I did say that the Optimix is better than the Easy 24, is the fact of that the compressor is built onto the machine. And yeah, I think the hopper is a similar size, nothing much different in there, but the actual compressor is built onto the machine. You don't need to have an external compressor. So the compressor that has to go with these 24 is more or less the same size as these 24. So yeah, that's just takes up more space in your van and stuff like that. Whereas with the Optimix, it's straight built in. You can obviously take it off if you want, and use it to fuel your little hand hopper. But yeah, it's just a unit that's bolted on, and that's it. So in my eyes, the Optimix is better. I think it's better. I've used both quite a lot. So for me, I prefer the Optimix. But the E24 is a mint machine. I'm not going to badmouth it. I'm just trying to say, for me, it makes more sense to get the Optimix. Yeah, if you look for a starter machine, mate, depending on the size of jobs you're doing, you want to probably look at something where you can control the mix and all that kind of stuff, and get cracking. Right, what's this? Yeah, what's again the name of your favorite base coat? Sorry, mate, it cut me out. X32 and Star Contact White is my best base coats. They're my favorite ones. Jeff Lewis, when you started using your K4, did you start using less bell beads on gables, larger panels? I've always broken gables across scaffold lifts to make controlling it easier. Always broken gables across scaffold lifts to make controlling it easier. No. So Jeff, for me, I've done right, honestly, and this isn't to brag or say anything, you know what I mean? Like, fucking, we're great, because the reality is I'm probably just as good as you're, probably as good as me, you know what I mean? I'm as good as you. We're all in it, aren't we? The reality is I've done a gable before with me and a kid who weren't really that good, to be honest with you. But we've done a gable that were like probably 70 meter gable, and it was just two of us, and we had to dub it out. And it was thin coat, obviously, that's what I do. It was thin coat, and no breaks in it at all, mate. There weren't no stop beads or out in it. I think when it comes down to doing big gables and big walls and that, yeah, I think it's more in the timing and that. Do you know what I mean? I've done. I think the biggest one I've done with mono might be 50 meters squared with a machine with me and one other guy as well. And like I said, that other guy wasn't really doing much. He wasn't really up to much cop. It was more or less me doing the ruling up. I did all spraying. It was me that did most of the ruling up. So not much cop, like, do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think with machine, it's one of them. If you've got trust in your machine, I can spray, like, I don't know, let's just say on one gable, I'll give you, for instance, I did in Huddersfield, I sprayed probably about 30 meters, the top two lifts I did. And then when I got down to that lift there, it started to go over into an L shape that made it bigger, or else it would have been a standard gable, do you know what I mean? But it had an extra like 15, 20 meters on it. And yeah, sprayed the top two lifts. I put my gun down, dropped it down, and basically I went up, ruled it up, got it moving about, ruled it up. Then I went down again, sprayed another lift, went back up, ruled it even better to what I needed it to be. And then basically that's the process. It's a lot of hard work. You're up and down, up and down, up and down. But that's what I did. And then when I got to the bottom, so you imagine I started as I'm ruling the bottom at the top, and then I had to go back to the top, push it through the mesh, and start getting it ready like that. Do you know what I mean? So it was hard, but we did that. So yeah, it can be done. It can be done. I won't do that every day, mate. I won't do it I wouldn't even do it every other week. It's not really something I do, but just one more where I needed to do it, and it was only us two, and we got stuck in. But yeah, no breaks really, Jeff, mate. I'm not really. If I was going to do a break, I'd put the brake behind the downpipe. That's what I'd suggest. So at least you don't have no brakes going horizontally. If you want them going vertically, horizontal ones don't look that good. I think it's better off if you can do a vertical one. So if you've got downpipes going on in middle of walls or anything like that, I'd probably go there. You know what I mean? That's where I try to hide them so it looks better. But that's it, man. But Jeff, that's a good question. That K4 though, mate, like I say, and the reason why you can do that is because the K4 you can leave her without spraying for half an hour and then go back to her and spray and she'll be fine. Do you know what I mean? The first bit of gear will come out, will be stiff, but then it'll be fine. So yeah, K4 is a good machine for that. Any three-phase machine will be able to do that. I think when it comes to these smaller machines, you know, your Ritmos and your you know, your Predator Light or whatever, or your M200, you know, if you leave them for 30, 40 minutes, 2 or 3 times in a day, it's going to block up. You know what I mean? And that's just being real with you. But yeah, I hope that helps you, man. I hope that helps you. Right. What's this? Yes, Joel, you worked with me at Belford Beatty site in Leeds. Did you now? That's what job was it? You'll have to tell me what job that was, man. Belford Beatty in Leeds. I don't know if I've done one in Leeds. Did I? I've done one in Doncaster. I did next. Any tips on getting an even dry when plastering so it's all even one colour? I don't know, mate. How to do that? It never really is one colour, is it? It don't make a difference anyway. As long as you've got it all nice and flat, pal, you're laughing. Dale, I love your content, mate. Cheers, pal. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you enjoy it. I love you watching it, man. Good on you. Thanks for coming in and commenting as well, man. How long have I been plastering? 17 years. Right, okay. Someone's asked me how old I am. 36. I don't look it, do I? Don't even say I look older. We fireboarded a long time ago. You were subbing way back then. When was that then? What job? But tell me the site name because I don't know what site it was, you know. Someone's commented unit Yugis. Cheers, matey. I'm a bit too much of a unit right now. I need to lose some weight, man. I haven't been training that much, I'll be honest with you. Kane Buchanan looking to buy a render pump soon. What's your opinion? K4 or an M-Tech? K4 is an M-Tech, matey. K4 is made by M-Tech. That's their machine. It's yeah, the K4 is good, man. K4 is a good machine. 3-phase machine. It's good. I've got one, so yeah, man. What have I got? Man said I look 32. Yeah. This guy's trying to get a job. You're funny, you, mate. You're funny, you, mate. Yes, quality. Yeah, you look 32, mate. Yeah, of course. You still got that job going or what? Cheers, though, bro. Cheers. I love that, me. You've got to be from Leeds, you, mate. You've got to be from Leeds or near Leeds anyway. You got that banter there. Good lad. Right, you're after... Hi, mate. I'm looking for a rendering course. Do you know anywhere for me to do one? You're in Derbyshire. Mr. Smooth is the only person I know right now that's doing a course. Nottingham, if you come up to Doncaster, you could do one with Baumit. Baumit will do you a course. If you want to inbox me, I can send you over a couple of details, a couple of people to get in touch with. I know that we're going to be offering one up at Direct Building in Bradford soon as well. Rendervate's going to be offering them as well. I'm not decided where we're going to actually have it all the time, but yeah, we will be doing it as well. So yeah, can I repair render machines? Fun. I can repair mine. I've actually took mine apart before on a job when something went wrong. So I've done my K4, but I don't know everything about them. And I've only altered the Optimic sometimes to do some bits and bats that I want to do. But other than that, mate, no, I aren't a mechanical at that. It's something I do want to go into. I do want to learn how to repair them and maintain them. It's something I want to do. So yeah, I will be going into that. Okay, cheers. Charlie, I'm from Bristol, mate. So far from Leeds. Ooh, Bristol. Wow. Yeah, that's a bit of a trek, that, mate. That is a bit of a trek, Bristol. But, you know, is what it is, man. I don't know if there's anyone down in Bristol, you know. Yeah. I'm not sure. Maybe try North Essex Render Supplies, but again, that's miles over to the other side for you. I know Colin over there, he's looking at getting some machines and stuff in, so it'd be worth it. But listen, guys, you're not going to believe what's happened to me anyway. So last night, I'm sat on the sofa with my family, sat down chilling out. Actually, I went up to bed, to be fair, getting to bed early these days, man. And yeah, so I've gone up there and got a text on my phone, right? I'm not going to go into too much detail about this. I'm not going to start talking about it for ages because I can't be asked. I just want to get it out of the way because this person, you need to know that I'm not that guy, man. Reality is texting me, asking me dumb questions about plasterboarding outside and skimming it and can I do it and this and that. So I said, I do give you my number and send me a photograph of what you're on about because the reality is I don't, you know, I'm not quite getting it. It's not making sense. But the person who was saying this knew the terminology of a plasterer. So my mind's ticking now. I'm thinking, hold on a minute. I know I'm not daft two and two together. I know what's going on here. So anyway, I woke up this morning to a message and I just thought, you know what? Messaged him back and I said, listen, shut up. You know, you're talking rubbish basically. Who gave you my number? I want to know. Or what's your name? Who are you? Wouldn't pick the phone up as well. So I've rang them, they wouldn't pick the phone up. So I've rang them a couple of times and I just messaged them and I said, look, man, you're talking shit. You're obviously a troll. And I don't really like trolls. I don't take kindly to them. So tried to ring him, won't pick up the phone. But what he don't realize is he broke rule number one of being a troll, which is you don't actually use your number. You don't actually use your number to troll someone. Like, don't text them. Like, it's just fucking brain dead. Why would you even do that? So I've got your number. I just investigated this number and it come up with a name of a company and also found the name of the person who owns that company. I found out where their home address is. I know where they live. Now, luckily enough for him, it's a little bit too far for me to be traveling right now. I can't be bothered really. But if I did have a day off or something like that, I might have took a ride over, knocked on your door, seen what were happening. But anyway, you're too far away. But I've got your address. I've sent you a photograph of it. I think you might have blocked me now, but I've sent you a picture of your house and your address. So I know where you are. But yeah, trolling's not good. I do my social media to help my customers. I do my social media to help other plasterers and renderers. All I ever do on here is try and help people. I don't come on here to get stick. I don't come on here to get people messaging my number on a night when I'm sat with my family. It's not cool. It's not the thing to do. Yeah. So ProRend from Blackburn. That's who it was. ProRend from Blackburn. If anyone knows the guy who owns that company, what's he called? Aidan. Aidan's your name. If anyone knows him, you can tell him from me. He's a bell end. And like I say, if he wants to chat with me and he wants to talk further about his trolling and get into it more, just unblock me and call me back. Be more than happy to meet up with you. Simple as that. But yeah, shit house anyway. Don't be trolling people. You know, especially people like me who are here to help people, trying to make the industry better. I'm not built like you, mate, so don't do it. So yeah, Aidan from Blackburn, who owns ProRend, is a bell end. Simple as that. So yeah, and I don't like, you know why I'm doing this as well. I would usually just let stuff like go over my head, but I actually had someone before from Leeds, right? And the same person they actually didn't know that they'd left the number up, right? But someone found out who the waffle makes. So I can find out who anyone is just by the number. I can find it. It don't matter what it is. Found out who the was, and I went to his house, knocked on the door, and he wasn't there. So I took a picture of the house and I sent him a picture of it. Believe me, he was crying later on the afternoon, begging me not to come back because I was going back to his house to meet him at 5 o'clock, but he wasn't there. And he was texting me, begging me not to. Oh, please, I'm sorry, mate. I'm sorry. So, Charles, mate, when you want to get deep like that, I'm a family man, mate. I'm doing this for my family. So, best thing for you to do is go play with someone else. Or better still, don't play with anyone. Simple as that. So that's my little bit of pissed off conversation out of the way. I am wound up by it, and yeah, I think you're full blown tit. But anyway, we'll move on. We keep moving forward, and leave little kids like that to do what they need to do. So it's mad, isn't it? What you can find out. We found out his date of birth, so I can call him a kid because he actually is a kid. But yeah, bell end, pack it in. So anyway, moving forward. Next month is April, and I've got Mark Neeson. Welcome on, mate. Welcome on. I'm glad to see you, mate. I know what you're saying. Haters are gonna hate. Don't even give them time. Thing is, pal, I know what you're saying, but for me, yeah, it's like, for me, you see what I mean? I'm gonna get into it, and it's like I'm not even going there. The reality is, for me, mate, I'm not the type of person to talk shit about anyone. So like, I don't really care. Like, I see stuff on the internet, people doing stuff that I wouldn't really do myself, or someone that I don't really like, but I don't get involved. I don't message them. I don't comment on the stuff. I don't give them no negative vibes. I definitely don't text them mobile number in the middle of the night when they're laid in bed with a missus try to go to sleep. I don't do that. So as far as not giving them time, mate, they can have my time, but they won't enjoy the time, and that's my fact. That's just what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna move on from that because I'm getting pissed off. I will end up driving to Blackburn, so I'm not interested. I'm moving on. Yeah, next month I'm corksol. I'm doing some corksol jobs. So I have I've done. See what I mean when I get pissed off? Got to snap out of it, man. Yeah, next month I've got 2 corksol jobs booked in. So one's going to be an overspray. So I'm going to be bringing videos to the YouTube channel on that. So it's going to be an overspray. You're going to get to see me how I repair a job and then overspray it so it looks mint and brand new again. So I've got one of them to do. That's in Yeadon. I'm going to be doing that, and then I should be going down to Sheffield after that. Pardon me. For a full house, a full bungalow to be base coated out and then top coated with cork. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Some good content's going to come out of this. I'm going to get some great videos, some information. I'm going to show you exactly how I do a job from beginning to end with two of the main ways I think this product's going to go, which is the overspray market, which is huge, and also re-rendering, but then using cork instead of thin coat is going to be a game changer as well. So yeah, I can't wait to do that. So I'm buzzing to do that. What else have I got? Next month I've got a meeting we've organized with Direct Building for the Predator range. So obviously I'm ambassador there for a Predator, and I'm going to be getting some dates so I can do some training, I can do some machine demos and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm going to be getting some dates. So I'm looking forward to that meeting. Also, I'm going to be going to EcoRend to talk to them guys about some stuff and some videos. So it's popping off. We've got quite a few companies and brands and stuff like that I'm going to be working with and bringing you guys the information. So that's what I'm off to do. I'm busy. So yeah, I can't wait. Next month's my birthday too. I'm going to be 37 next month. I think it's 37. Says, am I 37? Yeah, I'm 37 next month. You know what I mean? But I don't look it. I look 32 apparently. So I'm buzzing with that. So yeah, that's where I'm going. What time is it? Oh, we've got 10 minutes until I give my prize away as well. So yeah, I can't wait for that. Oh yeah, listen, I've got a link on my Yo, Wayne, why are you coming at me for? Why are you coming at me for? About I look 47. We all know you're lying there. We all know you're lying there. Sick guy. What was I doing on here now? 1 second, guys. I just need to do something really quickly. Yeah, it's on this one. We work hard. Yeah. What's happened here? Getting the ceiling, but with suction from. Yeah, I thought I would try blue grit for ceiling, but the suction from the Artex. I don't know where we're at here. I'm missing. I mean, wrong thing here, mate. Freddie, all I can say is suction, green stuff, Artex. What's going on? What's going on? Let me have a look. What's it called? Yeah. We work hard. We work hard. Joel ain't looking. I'm not look. I wasn't looking at my feet at my comments. No, I've got two screens open, so it's hard. Blue gritty shit. List on the final trial on Artex. Too much water, I bet. I bet you're using too much water, man. You got to remember when you're going over like Artex and painted ceilings as well and stuff like that. You got to remember the suction ain't gonna be there. There's a lot of moisture in it. Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's like when you're getting blebs towards the end, I probably would say you need to leave it a little bit longer to go off. No, it sounds mad and you might be a bit worried about it going off, but I've always found with blebs, yeah, I'll leave it to go off more. Like, I know it's harder to trowel up, but that's just part of it. Usually, it's a couple of things. It could be moisture from the water, or it could be from the PVA. Well, you said using grit, aren't you? But sometimes it's PVA that comes through as well. But yeah, mate, the only way you can get rid of them blebs, mate, is to give it proper hard trowels towards the end. That's it, and get them pushed in. And if you are using a kneeler as well, you got to remember, right? If you're using a flexi or anything like that, it usually brings moisture to the top again, so that could cause you blistering. So think about that, mate. Think about that. I would say you want to on an Artex ceiling, just keep using your Marshalltown all the way through, pal. That's what I do anyway. That's what I do with it. But that's just me. What do I know? Any more questions? Because we've only got a few minutes now until I actually tell you about the winner of the prize. So the prize was basically to someone was going to win a prize from me if they did the best name for my Optimix machine. That's what it was. So yeah, we'll see what names I've got. I've shortlisted it, and I've got a couple of people that I actually like their names. I've got three that I like. One of them was off the rules, but it was one of them things where it was up for contention because it's actually means something to us. Do you know what I mean? But then I thought afterwards, I thought, nah, that's not it. So we've gone with something that's one of the first ones that was said, to be fair, and it were really good. It were really good. So yeah, I'm gonna probably share that. Wayne Cox, when are you putting more videos of you using the new machine? Well, tomorrow, if the weather's any good, I'm actually going to be using the Optimix then, and I'm hopefully going to be putting some top coat on if the weather's nice, like I said. So yeah, I'll be recording everything I do anyway. That's what I generally do now. So it's just whenever I get time, really. But probably next week I'll have some more videos up. But on my social medias, I always put them up. I always put videos up so you can see them. Do you know what I mean? I've always put my stuff up on Instagram and that, which you know, mate. Like I say, I mean, you talk a bit on there, don't we? And like I say, I want to know when you're going to be putting videos up. That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know, when you're going to be putting yours up. I want to see them. So let me see them, eh? Let me see them. What's this here? Edit that. It's meant to be as soon as you get some nice weather, you're gonna get some up. Yeah. Meant to brighten up next for a bit. Yeah, I hope it does. I hope it does. It does stay up, mate. I'll be honest with you, because yeah, I need to get this job done that I'm actually on. So I need to get it done. So I could do with it really. Could do with it getting better. Yeah, I could do with it getting better, man. What's this doing to me here? Vinny asked me if I ever do any monocouche. I was always fincoat. Honestly, mate, it is mainly fincoat that I do. I have done monocouche loads of times, but it's mainly fincoat that I do now. I just like using it, mate. I just think it's nice, you know what I mean? So that's generally the one I go with to use fincoat. But yeah, I have done mono before. Some jobs do ask for mono. I think the last one I did was probably not even last year, was it? A couple of years ago it might have been, and that was a bungalow. It was a bungalow that I did. Beautiful job. Did it in Parex, and yeah, the bungalow looks absolutely stunning. But it was easy. It's easy to do in it as well. Mono, it's quick. You know, it's really quick. But I think the downside to using mono is obviously it is kind of messy and that. But also, it's like I just feel like it's the performance of it and stuff like that. It's nowhere near Fincoat, you know, the durability, how long the color lasts, how easy it is to stain when it comes to repairing it. You know, there's loads of different things that I think with mono that you don't get, you know, when you get in a Fincoat render system. So for me, it's inferior to Fincoat. You can obviously charge a bit more money for Fincoat as well, because it is a little bit more work in it. But generally, yeah, I just think it's better. Yeah, I do. I just think it's a better one. Just think for myself, a little 40 minute extensions, it's just easy money, but 90% Fincoat. Yeah, that's what you want to do, man. When you get your method right, though, with that, you know what I mean? With Fincoat, you'll fly through it. You'll be laughing. Kay, what colour are you going to do your wall? You're asking wrong guy. I don't know. You have to ask the missus that, mate. But yeah, she's she's gonna. I think they're doing it next week. To be fair, so she'll know. She'll know. I don't know. She'll know. But yeah, someone's asked me if I've done the giveaway yet. No, I haven't done it yet. Not yet. Not yet. I haven't done it yet. Not yet. I'm gonna be doing it soon though. In what time is it? Where's the time? 4 minutes time. I'm gonna do the giveaway. It's gonna be a nice prize. Yeah, it's a nice prize. The reason why I'm doing this is because, like I say, something I've got so many tools, right? Some of them that I don't use, some that I've used once, and you know, I just didn't really get on with them, or they've just never been used again. I just think it's one of them things where it's like, you know what, better off for someone else. So yeah, I've bought a lot of tools and I do buy a lot of tools, and I've had stuff sent to me before as well that I don't use. So it's just one of them things where I'm just gonna give them to a good home, you know. Give them to a good home, mate. So usually I'm going to be rendering tools, plastering tools, stuff like that I've got to give away. I'm going to probably try and do one every other month, really. But they're only small things. They're not major. Do you know what I mean? They're not major. Well, this one's quite expensive, to be fair, and it's quite rare. But I'll get into that in a minute when I talk about it to you. But yeah, listen, guys, on TikTok, give this a like, man. Like it up so we'll get some people in. I've only got like 206 likes. That's an absolute liberty, to be fair. Usually we get about 1,000. So I sound like one of them geezers, though. Like, I like it up and that, and I'll show you a nipple or something. It's like, nah, you're not going to see none of that. But honestly, I don't have no other saucy pages, but it just makes it better, doesn't it? Makes it get to more people. We can give more people some information. Listen, I'm going to answer this question from my man, Kai Michael, local guy. Hey up, sir. I know you like SR15 and Balmy. You ever tried Alpol Nano Silicone? Absolutely lovely gear. I was talking to Miro or Myro. I don't know how you like to pronounce it, but I call him Myro. Actually, yesterday I was talking to him. And yeah, I am going to try it because he wants me to try put some through the Optimix as well. He wants to see if it works, especially his high polymer base coat because it's perfect for EWY as well. So yeah, I said I'll do that. It's going to knock me some gear over and let me do it, and I'll do a little video on it, see how it works with it for him as well. And yeah, but I have heard it's good gear. And he's a top guy, isn't he? Miro is a top guy, man. He's a really good guy. So yeah. Yeah, I look forward to trying it, I'll be honest with you. I do, but I have heard it. I know you use that anyway. But yeah, good guy, man. Can't go wrong when you've got nice people, good gear. Lovely. Never spoke to the rep at John Stones, but why can't you use OCR when silicone packs out quicker? Why can't you use OCR when silicone? What do you mean? You can. I've used OCR in silicone over the top. Well, not loads of times, but I've done it. I won't be bothered about going over it. You know what I mean? Just try to knock the more dearer stuff into you. That's what he's trying to do there. OCR's cheap, innit? But now you have to use this high impact to get that down. Yeah, it's like 18 quid a bag or something. Yeah. He's trying to knock that. He's probably trying to knock it into you. Is what it is. It's business, right? But yeah, you can use it, mate. I've gone over OCR. I can go over sand and cement with silicone. You can go over it. It don't matter. Luke Raber. What's going rate for EWY and silicone? I don't know. Everyone's going rates different. Something I don't really like to discuss. Labour only. I don't know, mate. I couldn't tell you. We got quite a few on YouTube then. Okay, right. I think we're just about time now. You've been offered 35 meters, £35 a meter. I don't think it's terrible. Is that to board it, render it, mesh it a lot, or is that just to spray over the top or go over the top and mesh it and then got it? Yeah, I don't know because I don't work it out like that, mate. I obviously I do the full thing. EWI for me, it's over a one, so it's like, and that's with materials, you know what I mean? So it's over a one, but materials aren't even that much. Starts from like early 20 odd quid, done it upwards. So I don't know, mate. I don't know. It depends. Yeah, for me, go on, says like that up. Good. We need 1,000 likes. That's what I want. I want 1,000 likes, man. Sound like one of them proper TikTokers, me, don't I? But listen, yeah, I'm gonna do this live now. I'm gonna do this draw, and yeah, let me get it up. I've got it. I'm gonna tell you what it is. I'm gonna tell you who it is, what he's won, and yeah, he's going to be happy. I think he will be. He's a renderer. Right, okay, guys, I have got a long list of them, and some of them were absolutely like mind-blowing, like the creativity on them. Unbelievable. We had Oprah Winfrey for winning Oprah the Optimix. Oprah, not a big fan of Oprah Winfrey, to be fair. All of the Optimix, we had that. All of, but then that seems like I'm calling it after all of the last from K-Rend. So I think we're gonna do that. She's sound though. Yeah, and I've got another one. I've had loads saying Olympia, Olympian, and I've had what else have I got on here? Olivia's. When I told you I can't call it Olivia's because that's the name of my ex and my missus won't be happy. So you know that ain't happening. Ola, Olga. I don't think O's a really good name, is it? For like when you're saying to get women's names, I don't think it's really that. Think that many names, is there really? Octavia, I thought that were good. Ozzy, but that just makes me think of that geezer. Sharon, Ozzy Osbourne, Oma, Opal, Oriana. But listen, I've got a couple here, and one of them was they were called Optiminx. Optiminx was a sick one, mate. And that was from Jacob Alkestriani or Sestiriani. I don't know where you're from, bro. That's a wrecky name, that, yeah. But it's a good name, but it's a bit wrecky. But anyway, Optiminx. I thought that was sick, mate. But if I'm at a customer's house and I'm saying Optiminx, they might be thinking I'm talking to them or someone. I don't know. It sounds a bit seedy, don't it, to be saying around gaff. But I really thought that was good. Optiminx. I thought that was a really good one. That was a really good one. But yeah, that was good. And then I had another one. Actually, the guy whose one's actually just come on. To be fair, good timing. The other one I had was someone who said Audrey the Optimix. Now, Audrey, right, to people, it's not an O, so it's outside the rules. But it was mad that they said Audrey because that is quite it's one of them names, right, where it's like my next door neighbour who I've knew since I was a kid. Because I lived in this house since I was a kid. It was my mum's house before when she passed away. Me, my brothers and my sisters, obviously we all got it, and then I bought them out of it and kept it. So that's what happened here. And my next door neighbour, I've knew her all my life since I was a kid. And she was called Audrey. So it would have been nice to call her Audrey the Optimix as well. But yeah, I'm not gonna go with that one. But yeah, that was close because it tugged on the heartstrings. But I think you've got to go with a one, right, that just popped into your head straight away. Ola, who's just joined TikTok now, Ola, your name was mentioned to be called Ola the Optimix, but I said I couldn't have it because obviously it's a bit weird, isn't it? Calling it Ola. Everyone would be like, oh, is that because it K-Ren last? I'm not having that. So yeah, no, nice name. Your name come up so many times, Ola. But anyway, I've chose this name, and I just think it's sick. I don't know. It just jumped out at me. It just jumped out. As soon as he said it, I read it. I thought, yeah, that's sick. That, and I'm a big fan of the movie as well. All of the K-Red lads. Honestly, everyone was saying it. All. But the winner of the competition, and they're going to be getting this from me to whenever I can get it to them, is Josh Bird. He's won. And he's called I'll get that on the bio. His YouTube channel is called Rock and Roll 45, and he's a good guy. I've seen him online for a long time. Great guy, and his name that he picked, right, was Optimus Prime. Now, if you don't know about Transformers, it's basically Optimus Prime, but it's called Optimus Prime. And it just stood out to me because I absolutely love Transformers as well. So I just thought, yeah, that's a sick name. And she's a bit of a machine. And she can transform. She can transform from base coat to fin coat without having to do anything apart from change a nozzle. Now, that to me is some transforming. So, yeah, man, Josh Bird, Rock and Roll 45, he's won the prize. And you know what? I've said this and no one even knows what the prize is. He might not even like it, but I think he will because they're very hard to get hold of. If you ever go to the P1 Superstore and try to buy this, because it's the only one that I've seen like this, you'll always find it sold out all the time. And I've had one for a while now. And I just never really used it that much. So I bought other rules and I preferred other rules. But this one is a beautiful one. And it's the double-handed, red-handled one. And it's got serrated teeth on this side. And it's got a flat edge on that side. So it can be used like a derby. And it can be used as a serrated with that too. So, yeah. And it's got the two handles on. So if you guys have, people have probably seen this. And you've probably seen it on the internet loads when people use it. Mr. Smooth uses it. A few other guys. Yes, I'll catch up with you soon. I know a lot of people use it. And they always ask, where'd you get that from? But it's always sold out on the website. It's always sold out. I don't know why, but it is. And yeah, I've got one here and I don't really use it. So I'm going to be giving it away to Josh Bird. So I'll be in touch and we'll get this out to him and he can enjoy it on his rendering or not. He can put it in the back of his cupboard like I did, but either way, he's got it. Sorry to everyone else who didn't win, but listen, some good names. And yes, Josh, you just commented. Yep, I know you're not far. I know you're not far. I know you're not far. But yeah, there he is. Josh Bird, buzzing. I knew you were somewhere in Yorkshire anyway. I didn't know where it was, but good on you, mate. Yeah, Optimix Prime, that's the name of her, so that's what she's called now. So she's called Optimix Prime. That's what she's called, Optimix Prime. That's the name, one word, boom. And I'm actually going to get a Transformer sticker and put it on her as well. So that's some nerdy shit. That's what we're going to be doing to her anyway. I'm just going to stick it on the front, Optimix Prime. I might even get a name put on it, as well. But yeah, that's where we're going for. But yeah, buzzing. Cheers, Josh. Thanks for that, man. And cheers for commenting. And cheers to everyone else who commented. I'm going to be doing stuff every other month, really. I'm going to be giving away stuff. Sometimes I'll have some great bits. Sometimes it might just be a couple of splash brushes. I don't know. But obviously, the more stuff I get from people that I've tried out and stuff like that, I'll be giving a lot of it away. So yeah. But listen, I've got a quick one actually while I'm here. I've got a link on my YouTube channel, and I think it's on my TikTok page as well. I'm not too sure. But basically, if you wanted to, you can buy me and Martin a coffee. So you just click the link, go to it, and then from there, you can buy us a coffee. So if you're getting value from anything we're putting out, any content that I'm posting, if you're getting some value from it, or you just enjoy having a giggle and a laugh with me, or if I've answered a question for you or helped you with some advice, if you want, you can be very, what's the word called? I don't know, just be a nice bloke and buy us a latte, man. That's what you could do. But anyway, guys, that's mainly my show. Now it's over to I'll answer any questions you want. So I like to do an hour of talking about stuff, what we're on with, what I'm doing, and have a little bit of dialogue to it. Generous. Yeah, if you're feeling generous, Callum, cheers, mate. Thank you. If you're feeling generous, you can buy me a coffee. But yeah, the link's on my YouTube channel on the page. Go to it, follow it, give us a drink. And if you're on my TikTok, right, and you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, you really need to go do that, because I've got like 6,500 people on TikTok, yeah, and on my YouTube I've got 2,900. So not even 900 yet. The reality is, if you all go over there and like that, I'll be boxing it off on YouTube as well. So just go get it done, innit? Right, listen, questions. Ask me anything you want. Fire away. If you don't want to ask me out, I'll go to bed. I'm easy. Either way, I'm easy. But if you want to ask me a question, ask me. I'll answer it. Can be about rendering, can be about plastering, could be about marketing, could be about, I don't know. Ask me anything you want to know. And like it up so we can get going. Put a bit of music on as well, a bit low. Yeah. Vinny, can Cork go through these machines? I've been told that Cork can go through the Optimix. I've been told it can go through the Optimix. I haven't done it myself, but they've been down to Corksol in Halifax and actually mixed up and sprayed it. So yeah, it can go through them. I don't think it's one of them ones where you could pour it in because it's a pre-mixed product. Cork, you have to mix it up and then put it into a hopper. So it would be for an Optimix. You couldn't really do it for any of the other machines because they require mixing in them. So yeah, but the Optimix you could do that. I like Vinny. He always asks me good questions. I like Vinny. If I had something else to give you, I would. But yeah, he's a good guy, man. Where are we? Yeah, man. Can't believe it's a bit quiet tonight. Only 8. Football on the summer. What's going on here? On my YouTube, there's 11 here. Let me see who's watching. Live viewers. Who's on there? Let me see. Who are you? Where are you? Alex Caruso. Yes, my pal, all the way from Essex. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're well, my mate. Powered by StreamYard up in the right corner. Next week, I think I might be getting this StreamYard thing. I might be getting it saying render rate. I might be getting a subscription for this. So, Callum G, what's the silliest thing or mistake you have done at work? Boy, what the one thing? Mate, I've had so many things at work, right, that I've gone Pete Tong. It's a joke. But let me tell you, I've got a couple. I'll tell you one. Oh man, I've got actually, God, every time now I'm thinking about it, they're popping into my head. At one time, I plastered a ceiling, right, Artex ceiling, in Morley. So I went to this job, 6-story to be fair. I've gone to the job, right, and I've let me just write down this time because this is going to be a good outtake. This, so the time is 1 hour. Bang on. Right, guys. I went to do a job in Morley, right, in Leeds. I've been working in Morley right now, so it's a bit funny to be fair. But check this. Gone there. Artex ceiling. Plastered this full flat. But the Artex ceiling in the lounge, I PVA'd it with really, really, really watered down PVA because I didn't want to get any more PVA and I was just being lazy. And yeah, I PVA'd it up right and tight coat of bonding, skimmed over it. Ceiling looked mint, house was mint. Yeah, the guy got his floor fitted, everything like that. Yeah, so we've gone. Guy's gone like that. Guy's gone. I'll take that off. The guy's gone and he messaged me. He's gone, Joel. Ceilings fell down, yeah. So I went, what's you on about? Ceilings fell down. Said he thought he's bantering. He went, nah, mate, the ceilings fell down. I said he's bantering me. He's having me on. He's a bit of a joker. This geezer. He's pulling my leg. So I've gone, car fell down, mate. What do you mean? It would have skimmed. It was bonded, PVA'd. All right, and then it should be all right. Anyway, gone to the job now, gone back, and I swear to God to you, right, I've gone to the job, opened door, but I didn't go in the room. I just opened the door, right, and I looked up, and it was obviously it was a bit dark, you know what I mean? It was early evening, and I thought, hey, he's painted it white. Do you know what I mean? He's painted it white. Couldn't really tell. I just looked up, so I rang him. I didn't go in the room yet. Remember, I'm just there, and I went, so you know about how the ceilings thingy? You painted it white, it's not fell down. What you want about? And he's gone, mate, the ceilings fell down. I said, are we on about the right house? Because I did a couple of houses for him. And he's like, mate, the ceilings fell down. So I looked down on the floor, yeah, and it was brown. The floor was brown, but I knew that he had his floor done. So I thought it was, to be fair, it looked like carpet, mate. It looked like carpet. And I thought, nah, it's brown carpet. That can't be thingy. A brand new floor and I had dirty work boots on. So I swear to you, right, I stepped onto it, yeah. And it just moved. And I went, no way. And I said, me and Danny were there. And I said, Danny, you won't believe this, mate. I said, you won't believe it. The ceiling, right? Whoever did the floor, as they've left, they've shut the door, yeah? And literally, mate, it must have just fell in one piece. Like it's gone like that, and then in one piece, it was a perfect outline of this room. The perfect outline. It will bang on. Like there were no, it wasn't like half fell down, crumbly bits there. Mate, we're a perfect silhouette of that room. The ceiling hit the floor, and it was brown. And as I've walked in, I was moving. Obviously, it dried and that, and I was like, no way. So the full lid had fell. The full ceiling has fell. Couldn't believe it, mate. I could not believe it. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. I could not believe it. But yeah, it was all on the it was all on the floor. So we had to scrape it up. Brand new floor. So we had to mop the floor. It was you had a wooden floor, so we had to mop the floor, get it all set, and then we had to tape the floor. Oh, it ended up costing me money. But the reality is I've never seen nothing like it. I've seen ceilings fall away. I've seen them come down. I've seen all that happen before, but I've never seen one fall in a perfect silhouette of the floor, like the perfect size. Looked like someone just gone in and rolled it out like a carpet, mate. Couldn't believe it. Was mad. But yeah, I've got bear stories I could tell you. One day, it's quite tight, to be fair, but it is what it is. I fired 2 guys in one day, right? And this sounds a bit shit, like of a shit story, but basically I had 2 labourers, apprentice guys who were meant to be going to college, right? And believe me, it was like Laurel and Hardy show, mate. These 2, I'm telling you, Laurel and Hardy, honestly. So I was plastering downstairs and they was upstairs. One of them kicked over a bucket, mate, and it come. I don't know how he did it, but he kicked over a bucket of water upstairs, yeah. And basically it was all coming through floorboards onto my head and stuff. So I was like, all right, cool, 1 bucket, whatever. And then next thing I've heard him go, again. So I'm like, next thing you know, more water coming through the ceiling. I just went upstairs. I said, you've kicked over 2 buckets. Like, you know, to do it once is whatever, but twice is like, dude, that's like, what's wrong with you in the head? Do you know what I mean? Anyway, set them downstairs to PVA up, mate. 2 of them. They were like Laurel and Hardy, like I say, 2 comedians. And they were PVAing up this wall. And as they've come down off the ladder, one of them stepped on the PVA bucket, right, put his foot in it, knocked the PVA bucket over, so it's gone into a brand new mix of PVA ready to go. And he stepped off, right, and it just went everywhere again. So I'm pissed off now. You've kicked over 2 buckets of water. You've knocked over a full brand new tub of PVA, which is about 15 quid for a bottle anyway. You've knackered the floor. Now they're running around trying to mop it up using a sweeping brush, which is going to dry rock hard and be broken. So my head's coming off. I'm like, guys, listen, done for day now. Load my van up. They've got that van and they've started loading it up. So I'm finishing off trialing what I need to do. And anyway, I've come out and I've gone to the van. And they're both sat in front of the van, like ready to go. So I've opened the door, I put my trowel and my brush in, just finished troweling. I've opened the door, mate, and I just looked at the back of my van. And it was absolutely a tip. So I went like, bang, out window. I said, come out here. They both come out. I said, you see that there? When you got here this morning, was it like that? Oh no, you just wanted us to give us it in or get it in. I said, no. My van don't get packed like that, lads. Oh, well, you just wanted us to get off that. I said, listen, you've got 2 options here. You've got 1 option, you don't do it, I do it, you're walking home. Yeah. Second option is you do it and I might not fire you. Yeah. I said, listen, there's your options. So I started to go get my stuff out of my van. They've gone, oh, we'll do it, because I didn't want to walk home. Anyway, they've done it. And then I just I got home and I just thought to myself, them 2 have just caused me a headache. I just messaged them both and I said, lads, don't worry about it no more. I'm good. And that was it. So that was the funniest firing I think I've had to do. Actually, noting I've done other ones, but the reality is they were 2 absolute clowns. But yeah, 2 funny stories for you there. Didn't want to walk home. Craig Wilkerson was singing you praises on Zoom last week regarding your social media presence. Vinny, tell me what he said. Tell me more. What did he say? What more did he say? What praises was he giving me? I like a little bit of praise. I just want to know what he was saying, really. Was it any good? And how did you find the call anyway? Did you think it was good? Is it something you're going to be doing? Do you think it's something you're going to be looking at? Something to do? Barry Adams, I'll give you a shout out, my Don. Big fan. Thanks, mate. Thanks for watching. I'm glad you watched, man. I'm guessing you subscribed then as well. But yeah, man, thanks for that, bro. T Parker, have you got any big rendering jobs coming up? Yeah, so I've got my corksol jobs. They're not really that big. One of them's a full bungalow, but again, that is quite big. It's going to take me about 10 days in total to fully do it. But in May, that's when I've got a big job in May, which is a full house, full semi-detached. And that's going to take up most of my month, to be fair. So that's what I'm going to be doing. Then after that, really, I've just got a few jobs in, like, I've got another bungalow, got some garden walls, and yeah, can't complain. What about you, Sen? Are you in trades? If you're in trades, how are you getting on? Have you got some work? Got some busy work coming up or what? I said you're a good example of how to do it. What do you mean I'm a good example of how to do it? But yeah, definitely going into the car. Got a job on the doorstep, starting Hull buzzing. Yeah, Vinny, man, get into it. You'll enjoy it. It's good. It is good. I'll be honest with you, mate. It is good. Something to get into. When it comes to the social media and the stuff that I do, I'm doing this to help people and to help my customers really to know about the products that I do. the systems that I do, and also it's to see cat furs on me. It's also to educate you guys as well, help you guys out on the the tips. I like doing it. And now I'm ambassador up at Predator at DBP. Did I tell you that? I don't know if I told you that. Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. Buzzing. To me, yeah, it's a big thing, because something that I want to do more of. I want to be more involved with machines and go that route, and I also want to help people out getting into it. So yeah, man, I'm happy. I'm happy with that part. Liam, thanks for the eyes today, pal. Much appreciated. No problem, mate. No problem. You are very welcome. Glad everything went well for you. And yeah, man, there's a few other people who I actually, good convos with, help out. So it's good to see it works and it helps people. My first week so far has have been like you say, working with Predator. I've helped 2 people get an Optimix machine and 1 person actually get a Sprinter. So guide them through basically what they needed, what they were going to use it for, and how to basically get into it. There's a lot of questions about the machines that people are aware of, so they've been asking me. I've guided them through, and then they've gone on to get a machine. And like I say, afterwards now, any problems that you have, just give me a shout, man. I'll help you out. But you're pretty plain sailing once you've got one of them. Easy machine to work. So, but yeah, it's not a bad first week, 3 of them out the door. 3 people on the right path, being green team now, team green. So yeah, good on yous, man. Good on yous. Like I say, thanks for talking to me about it, and it goes to show that spreading this information about the machines and giving people tips and advice on how to actually use them, and just the way to go in it. And I'm going to be Dr. PD saying to him, "Who is that? I don't know who you are, mate." But yeah, like I say, when I go into my meeting next month, and we are going to be having a chat about loads of things. But one of them that I want to really step on is the training, machine training. I really want to step onto that, and render training as well. So hopefully we'll see what we can work out. These guys are keen to get going in it more, and to be fair, they've been more than helpful already. I don't think any other business really in the rendering world right now is going to be pushing as much as these guys as far as machines go. I know you've got the other ones out there, but these guys are really like raw. Do you know what I mean? It's raw, and they want to get going, and they want to do it as close as they can to right the first time. So I know a lot of people have got other machines and other brands and all that, and I've used other machines and I used other brands, and yeah, it is what it is. But end of the day, it's the support, the backup that you need. But yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for that meeting now. Wish I'd have booked it in for this Friday, but I can't. I'm stuck this week. But yeah, no, it's gonna be good, man. That's gonna be good. Listen, yeah, if the 19 people on YouTube who are watching now, just check if you subscribe to my channel, because I'm really trying to get to 3 grand really soon. I want to get to 3 grand, so you check if you are subscribed. That'll be good. Finn Toby 2019 on TikTok. Do you get many jobs where it's just not worth using the machine? Using the No, I don't get many jobs where it's not worth using a machine. I'll be honest with you. I can't. Now that I've got my little one, I don't think it's even about where, like, oh God, how do I say it, man? It's not even like not using. Is there any job where you wouldn't use your machine? Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's a conveying pump, hand applying. I don't know, maybe the reveals on a job, or if I'd like a patch to do or something, I might just not use my machine. But in general, Anything I do, it's an extension or bay, decent size bay or a wall or something. Do you know what I mean? I'm never not doing something that requires me probably to pump or, you know, a decent use of fuel bags. You know what I mean? So for me, it makes sense to use a machine. I don't like using handboard all the time. So yeah, I don't know if there's any plastering. Obviously, you can't really use the machine, but is what it is. You've just asked me what's your honest opinion on the M-Tech 200? Honest opinion. I think it's aimed at the beginner rendering market, but I don't really think it is a beginner's machine. I think it's a good machine. I think it's powerful. Sorry, I'm just reading a comment now. I'm not actually frozen. I'm just reading a comment. I'd just say the M200, right, is just like all the other machines, mate, like the Ripmos and all that. I just think it's probably a little bit more difficult to get going than God, I can't even compare because I think they all are. I think all machines in that range where it's like any machine that's water, powder mixed in the same place. I've said this numerous times before. Any machine that's the same place, right? Powder and water is going to be difficult for someone who don't know what they're doing to use. Simple as that. Yeah, so I think it's a difficult machine. I think they all are to people who are new at it. But yeah, I think the M200s for the price and stuff like that now, it's one of them where you could get something cheaper, like you know, the Sprinter's £7.5 grand plus VAT. I'm not sure what the M200 is, but I'm sure it's more than that. I can have a look now. I'm on my computer. 200. So yeah, it's cheap. Yeah, so. But yeah, I'm not gonna knock it, mate. I'm not here to say other people's stuff shit because I've had an M200 and I enjoyed it while I had it. It can do two things. It can spray, well, three things: mono, base coat, and it can do top coat. And I've done all three with it, and it performed well. So I'm not gonna knock it like that, mate. But I just feel like it's a bit unfair for me to say it's a great machine or it's a shit machine because I think end of the day, if you give me most machines now, I'd be all right using them. You know, I'd be all right using them. So yeah, like I say, I just think for prices and stuff like that as well, you can get yeah, you could get yourself yeah, they're expensive out there. So you've got for the gen set, that's 9,300 for an M200, which is it's up there in it, the price, but it's like the generators I know cost a good grand anyway. They might even be more than a grand, I'm not sure. The M-Tech 240, 7875, so it's not much more, it's a few £100 more. It's a few £100 more than the Sprinter. But with the oh no, that's the gen set as well. Oh yeah, that is so it has got a generator with a 7.8. That's good. That's good. The only thing difference with the M200 and the Sprinter is that it's got an external compressor with the M200. It's got an external compressor. It takes up more space. Another part to look after. But yeah, it's all right. Bernard Scott, good on you, mate, for exposing the coward. Bernard, trust me, needed doing, mate. It needed doing. I'm calm now. I was pissed off earlier. I'm calm now, and I just think, yeah, not professional at all, is it? Wanker. But anyway, we move forward. Jeff Lewis, can you use the compressor on the M200 to spray a thin coat with up? Of course you can, mate. And the compressor that comes with the M200 is a great compressor. I think it's called oh god, what's it called now? Vinatech or something like that. But yeah, it's a wicked compressor, mate. The compressor's worth £1,000, I think, on its own. So yeah, that's it's a good. Yeah, just get the hoses set up, bam, and you're off, mate. You can use that to spray. Barry Adams has asked me what my favourite takeaway is. Tough that, you know, mate. It's tough, man. Depends how I'm feeling. Best takeaway. God, I think. Do you know what I love? I love Chinese food. I love Chinese food, but I also love. I love Jamaican food as well. I love like Caribbean food, me. So I don't know. I eat all sorts, me pal. If you said to me, you're gonna get you send a takeaway, and I'll get you a takeaway. If you said that to me, I'd say get me a Chinese. I'd probably go with a crispy shredded beef with some noodles, right, and some prawn toast on the side, and just. Though you get me in mood for it now, boy. If you want to get me a takeaway, though, you can get me one on buy me coffee. Go get me a takeaway. Me and Sarah will have that on Friday. Right, I got another message from a guy, Joshua O'Hara. How come you spray bottom to top? I don't spray bottom to top. I start at the bottom and then go up like that. That's what I do. But that's just because usually when I have it really wet, I like it to fall into itself. Whereas if I'm spraying from the top, right, and gravity, it's not for it to land on. So I hit the band above all the time, and basically it falls into it and kind of overlaps it. That's what theory I've got, and that's why I like doing it, to be fair. So that's what I do. But yeah. But if I'm doing a gable end, I wouldn't start at the bottom of the gable end. I'd start up on the lift, but start from the bottom and go down and up into it. So that's what I do. But yeah, man, that's how I spray my mate. Remember, TikTok, give it a like. What have we got here? That Angraco. Yeah, Jeff, if you get... Oh, God, I'm tired. Oh. Jeff, if you get a Graco hopper and an airline, you can hook it up to that compressor, mate. It just clicks in normally, and then you can use it. That's what I do. What do you think of EPI base coat on top? Everyone asks me this all the time. Everyone always asks me every time I do a live, right? What do you think of EPI? What do you think of the M200? Again, good gear. The EPI is good gear. It is good gear, but I feel a bit wrecky from that side. The head looks lopsided on here. Wrecky. Anyway, yeah, good base coat, monocle. GF monocle, I think it is good base coat, and the top coat's really good as well. It's nice to spray, nice to hand apply for the fin coat. Yeah, so I think it's good. I think it's nice. Obviously, it's not my main preferred choice, but it's one of them things where, like, if I had to use it on a job, I'd be like, yeah, that's sound. Do you know what I mean? I can get on with it. So yeah, it's good, man. It's good stuff. Donny, how are you finding corksol? So corksol is absolutely beautiful. For me, it's my chosen finish. But again, it's one of them where I haven't even done my marketing yet. I've got a few jobs in. And actually, good thing about corksol is you can work with them as well, because they get loads of inquiries. So, you know, if you want to, you can do work with them. They offer it to everybody who's an approved contractor. So yeah, it's one of them things, and that's something that I'd be very interested to do. Seeing as I wouldn't have to do all my own marketing and all that for it, they basically do it all for you, line it up, set you up, there you go. But yeah, I'm loving corksol, me, mate. That's what I'm going to really be pushing out. So yeah, I love it. Really is good. Really is good. What's happening on here? Boom, 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 boom. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I've got to really get to grips with this software that I've got next for next week. It's good software. This seems to be working really good. So I'm going to try get this and get it onto my Facebook channel as well. So yeah, next week I'm going to be popping off. I'm going to do a proper build up to it as well. Finn Toby, have you had a go of the Rockomat lightweight power float with water tank? Nah, I ain't had a go of it. But you know what? I actually do want to have a go of it. Someone needs to like show me one of them or get it, because I've seen people using it, right, and it looks sick. tell you the truth, mate, I think they're like £1,000 though, or I think that might be for a basic one. I think the one you're on about is £2,000 or something. I don't know. But listen, I ain't paying for that, bro. I'm into my tools. I'm not tight. But boy, Rockamat better send me one of them at a discounted price or something or whatever. I don't know. I ain't going to buy one of them to use that in a video. Believe that. I've got 2 Rafina power floats, mate. That's what I've got. And that's what I'll be using. Because boy, I'll be using them in a spray ball because I ain't paying £2,000. £2,000, mate. You could buy like it's half a rendering machine, you know what I mean? And again, coming from me, that's really kind of rich in it because I'm always talking stuff about buying tools and machines and all that. But boy, I just don't think I could do that for a float, mate. It does look good though. It does look really good. They do make it look so easy, but like I say, they're expensive, mate. Listen, I can make a power float look like it's easy, and believe me. So yeah, I reckon they are, better, might be better. I don't know, mate. I ain't had no problems with these ones I've got, but the reality is, yeah, I'm into it. But bro, mate, I ain't trying to get my missus carrying on with me over stuff like that, bro. If I come home with something like that and she asks me how much it was, geezer, we get putting over my head, so I'm not dealing with them. Bun that, mate. 1,600 quid they are. That's how much Jeff's told me, the 1,600 quid. 1,600 quid. 2 of them and you've got a machine, you know what I mean? You've got a little machine, second-hand machine, boy. I don't want no trouble, me, pal. I'll stick to Rafinas. Simple as that. I'm trying to get my gaff to start trying to do something on social media. How did you first start? He's dead set against it. Your gaffer. He's your boss, isn't he? It's up to him. Listen, mate. How did I first start? God, I've been doing this for time now. I don't even know, mate. I've done I used to do lives on Facebook. I used to do lives on Facebook, Instagram posts, reels, stories. Do you know what, mate? It's just a case of grabbing your blower and doing it. Do you know what I mean? I think if your boss don't want to do it, and he's happy with the work he's getting, he's happy with what he's doing, keep doing it. You know what I mean? But the only thing that happens is you're just going to get left out when you actually do realize you have to go into it. You're going to be at the bottom of the pile. So it's always good to start. And I say this to anybody who's actually watching and you have got your own small business. If you aren't doing content, you're mad, especially videos and showcasing your work. Photos are kind of shit, mate. I'll be deadly serious with you. It's like anyone can put a photo up, can't they? Do you know what I mean? You're showing lads and that on thingy, on talk sites. Good. Yeah, I appreciate a good picture. But if you want your customers to really interact and see you and get along with you, pictures don't really do anything. You need to give them a bit of juice. You need to give them some information. You need to tell them why you're doing what you're doing instead of just showing them a photograph, what everyone else can do. So that's my tip for anyone who wants to do it, is just to get cracked on. Just do it. Just get it done. Yeah. It's a big thing, man. Really big thing. Oh, I'm getting towards the end now, boys and girls. Man's tired now. I'm getting towards the end. I've had my shower. I've had my dinner. I've done my prize draw. Josh, I'm going to come see you. And because you told me you're not too far away. You said you live in Birstall, which is in Yorkshire. So that's good. I can drop that to you instead of paying. It'll probably cost me less to drop it to you than to send it in post. So that's good. But Don, if you want to get into doing some footage and stuff like that, you could just ask your boss if he don't mind you doing it. If you want to start doing it, and then not saying anything towards your boss or all, but I'm just saying it just means you'll be learning something and you'll get more confident. And then if you did want to work by yourself, you can go for it, can't you? And you know that you're going to be able to put content out for yourself. But yeah, don't be shy, man. Get it done. Jeff, mate, as always, a pleasure to have you on. I'm happy that you come on, mate. And I'm glad that you're liking the show, man. I'm glad you're liking it. I feel like I need to add a bit more pizzazz to this show, though. I think I need to get some drop downs going in the background, some, you know, my own logo up on here. Yeah, up on here. I need to get my logo. I need to be able to put some clips up of some stuff I've got that I want to talk about as well. So I'm going to try and make this a big show on a Wednesday. Rebrand it, rename it, have it all like that. Because I like doing it, to be fair. I like coming on and talking to you. Thomas is an apprentice with the council. You know, I think he's meant to say council. Luckily enough, though, you don't need to have English to become an apprentice. That's good. Just maths in it. So you're blessed there, Thomas. Only playing with you, bro. But listen, yeah, good on you, mate. I started as an apprentice. I started an apprentice with a council, and that's where I went. That's where you'll learn everything there, because you'll be working with absolutely everything. You'll be working with all the worst parts of the job, I say. And the reality is there's nothing wrong with that. That's beauty. Because in all that type of work you're doing there, you're picking up the best skills. The easy, like you'll be making, like, plastering's easy. Do you know what I mean? Once you've dealt with council houses, like I did, going into a normal house that's just normal to plaster, you'd be like, wow, this is luxury. Like, this is easy. So deal with the shit now, mate, while you're young and in your apprenticeship. Deal with it now. Get through it. Work really hard. Keep on it. And when you come out the other end of it, you go on some nicer work, some better stuff that you've chose, you'll really enjoy it. So that's my advice to you. Don't worry about it. You won't always be there if you keep on it, mate. You'll get yourself up the ladder and you'll be cushy. So yeah, get your send on with that. But listen, yeah, I'm gonna shoot because I really want to get in bed and I'm tired. Plastering took it out of me from 2 days ago. But yeah, that's my live done for the week, Wednesday, and I'll be back next week, and I'll be coming with some bells and some whistles, and I'm gonna figure this shit out. I'm gonna get it looking popping, because until I've done my outbuilding, I'm gonna have my own room yet. So yeah, remember, if you aren't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you need to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get yourself subscribed. Don't just watch it, subscribe. And people on my TikTok, if you aren't subscribed to my YouTube channel and you haven't liked or followed me on TikTok, you're just messing about. And remember, if you want to, you can buy me a coffee, because me and Martin go through coffee. He likes a coffee, him as well, to be fair. He likes a cappuccino. I'm more of a latte man. But yeah, guys, if you want, the links on the YouTube channel, links on the TikTok channel, buy us a coffee. I'll catch you later on. I'm going to love you. I'm going to leave you. I'll catch up with you all later. And actually, I'm going this time. It's the thing, innit? We all say bye about 10 times. Like, yep, see ya. I hate me when I'm leaving like a shop or something, or I'm leaving like a mate or something. I'm like, yeah, bye, see you, mate. And then they'll say, and I'm like, yeah, see you, mate. And I'm like, bye. And they're like, fucking hell, someone's going to shut up. We always have to get the last saying, don't we? But listen, I'm off. I'll catch you later on. Goodbye.